What is up, guys? I am here to do a beer and book review. I'm so excited. I haven't done one of these in a minute, so this will also be a shorter video than I normally do. But I literally just finished a book that it was just so good, and I want to tell everyone about it. And I want to not have a time limit on how much I talk. So let's grab a beer. So I have Dessert Station Intangible from Corporate Ladder Brewing, and it is a gluten-free dessert beer conditioned on tangerine and vanilla beans. And she is 6.5%, and they are based in North Carolina. I'm so excited to try this. That's what the can looks like. How cute. I'm also really excited to try this because I have a craft beer friend that works for Corporate Ladder, and she was really excited that we got this all the way out in Seattle because we don't get this in Seattle. I got this from Tavour as a gift, which I'm so excited. I've been wanting to try Corporate Ladder's beers for a while because they make crazy awesome beers. Like obviously this, I'm assuming this is gonna taste like a creamsicle. So yeah, let's get into it. Also, shout out to my friend Nikki that works at Corporate Ladder. She's just amazing. That is orange. Wow. That looks like orange Fanta. Like, I'm sorry, what? Is this not orange soda? Oh my God, anytime I say orange soda, I think of the Barbie little YouTube series. You should try the orange soda. It kind of, oh, there we go. It does, it smells like orange soda too. So cheers, friends. Happy Pride, obviously, it's June. Fuck yeah. Holy, oh my God. It is like a creamsicle. No words, I'm speechless. It's so good. Holy shit. I will say I'd like to shout out Corporate Ladder for not putting lactose in their beer. As a lactose intolerant girly, lactose in beers like really affects me. And I always want to try fun beers like this, but I can only like take a sip and that's it. And when I saw that there was no lactose in this, I am excited to be able to drink all of this before I go to book club. So thank you. My stomach and my bowels, thank you, Corporate Ladder, for not putting lactose in your fun beer. I really appreciate it. All right, now let's get into this book. It is Rules of Our Own by Jay Wilder. I have wanted to read this for probably a year, probably over a year maybe. I have been following Jessa, the author, on TikTok for a really long time, and it's because of this book. She's promoting it, and I was like, wow, that is up my alley. It is a MMF poly hockey romance. What more do you want? Like it, oh my God. And like, she always posted artwork as well, and I was like, oh my God, this artwork is so good. I just kept putting this off for some reason. I downloaded it on KU, on my Kindle. I've had it for probably, since I got my Kindle. It was one of the first things I downloaded, and I made sure I had it and wouldn't return it because I was like, in my head, I was like, hey, if I keep it on here, I'm gonna read it. It's been like a year. Finally read it because I was doing a buddy read with a friend. I was like, hey, how about I pick it and we're gonna do this. I'm so upset at myself that I did not finish this sooner or start it sooner, because 5 stars. And this is my third 5-star read of the year, and it's June. You guys, I cannot recommend this book more. Again, if you don't like MMF, poly, open door, like wide the fuck open, lights on, hockey, romance books, don't read this. But if you're like me and you like all of that, this is the book for you. Maya, Alex, and River had a almost thing when they were in college, but she liked both of them, they both liked her, and something happened. She ghosts them. They were her best friends, ghosts them for 3 years. Now her bestie's getting married, and they're all gonna be there, and her bestie, we love her. We love a meddling bestie that knows. She's like, no. She makes them all stay in the same room at this fancy resort and whatever, and obviously things happen. Then things happen when she gets home, and her piece of shit. Exactly, that is exactly how I feel about Jason, her ex-fucking boyfriend in this, because he sucks. Oh my God, he's terrible. If you guys like to hate an ex-boyfriend in a book, he's trash. Trash. He's been blowing up her phone while she's at the wedding, even though she was like, no, like, we're not doing this. Then he meets her he's like standing outside of her apartment when she gets back, all this stuff. And then some crazy shit happens. I don't want to spoil it. And her bestie ends up texting the boys, Alex and River, and are like, hey, someone needs to check on her. Now, I would like to point out, Maya lives in Ottawa, Canada. The boys live in Boston because they play for the Boston Bruins. They flew to another country for her. I mean, I know it's not like that far, but you know. And when they go to check on her, fucking Jason Jackoff is there. So, and then they're like, okay, well, you're gonna move in with us because you just had this big thing happen in your life and you need us. And, you know, we're all like friends again. So you're coming to Boston. That sounds wild, but there's more context. I just don't want to spoil it for you guys. So she moves in, not like with them. They live across the hall from each other, and Alex moves in with River, and then Maya moves into Alex's apartment. Obviously forced proximity because they're like right there, and obviously they're besties again, so they're like texting and talking and hanging out. The boys are aware that they messed up last time, trying to get her. And they realize, they're like, oh, well, we both still like her. We both want her. So we're gonna make this a throuple situation. We can share, perfect. But we also have a bi-awakening in this. River starts out being bi. He is bi, everyone knows he's bi. Alex, as far as everyone knows, is straight. But when you get to Alex's point of view, and he is like looking at River and this shit that he's like, oh fuck. He's like, hello? It's so good the way he like realizes it, but then freaks out for like a minute and is like, oh fuck, I don't know if this is yes, no. Oh, it's so good. And Alex is literally a golden retriever. River is like that black cat energy, and Maya is just adorable and needs to be taken care of because she is an independent woman, but like she needs to be taken care of because, you know, she deserves it. And obviously the spice, 5 chili peppers, y'all. 5 stars, 5 chili peppers. This book was so good. The spice scenes were absolutely fantastic. I loved them. There was no weirdness, no cringiness. There is obviously, with 3 of them and 2 eggplants, there is obviously double penetration happening. And the prep, I rarely see backdoor prep, and like that's fine. We're having a fun, good time. I also read a lot of monster romance, and I don't really need it most of the time. But the prep every time in this was so nice to read. It does such a good job of prepping one of them for doing something, or even doing, I don't want to say a scene, but River likes to do some things, and like the checking in, the after, like it was just so good. And again, while I like, you know, silly, goofy fiction where it's like, okay, like this is a spicy scene, this isn't really realistic, but it's hot and I like it. It was so realistic and still so good. Like it wasn't so realistic that it took you out of it. It was just, guys, I need everyone to read this book. Obviously, like I said, if MMF, poly, hockey, romance, lots of spice, not your jam, don't read this. Totally not for you. But if you like those things, would recommend. I am going to be reading the rest of her books. This is also the 3rd book in this series. I understood everything in it, so it's obviously it's a series that, like a standalone series. I understood everything in it. I didn't need prior context, but seeing her writing, I'm reading the rest of the book, like the first 2, and then I'm really interested about the next book. So might read that first. Well, I hope this chaotic review did it justice, and I hope that you guys read it because I loved this so much. Like kicking my feet, screaming, giggling, oh my God, sweating, I need a cold shower. It was everything. If you guys want to see more of my face, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I post a lot on Instagram. And I'm gonna try and make more YouTube videos. I just don't know what like my niche is on here. So we will see what I come up with. It might just still be this once a month video type situation, but I'm trying to get better at it. I'm just a tired girl. So I just sometimes don't have time to sit down and make like a long video. Most of these I end up doing them before I go to Silent Book Club, which is exactly what I'm doing now. And my friend is probably gonna pick me up in about 5 minutes. So I need to drink my drink. And I hope everyone is having a good day. And I hope everyone has a good motherfucking Pride Month. Cheers.